Good morning, or what I must say, Saturday morning. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, we are making a lot of progress on this machine. This machine has been sitting for a very, very long time, trying to get all the things fixed on this thing so we can get it up to par and back up to where it belongs. We did get most of all the circuit boards installed. Okay, now we're tackling the hardest part of this machine. Actually, we do have an issue which really surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. But as you can see, got the fans off. I will replace this one fan back to plastic instead of the original aluminum one because these bend and they're real pain in the butt. But this plastic one does the same job. I'm going to put that one in its place and then put the aluminum back on for the servo. But anyways, guys, this morning I've been working on this for about 2 hours, okay? You would not want to do this, believe me. On your worst nightmare, you would not want to work on a machine like this. This has got to be one of the hardest machines I have encountered in a long time. Today I had to match up belts. All the belts were cracked, broken off, gooey, you name it. So there's no actual belt size to go by. The service manual doesn't show you the belt size, shows you a part number for Ampex, but that doesn't do you any good. So I had to measure each reel or spool from one point to another with some string to get a good idea of the size of the belts that would be needed. Like it says, that's how you measure them. They give you an idea of what the circumference of the belt should be. And like I said, in that big package of belts that I got recently from a TV repair shop, I had one of every belt that I needed. It was unbelievable. What an incredible find. But anyways, as you can see, this is the servo belt. I don't know if you can see that. See it spinning? That controls the upper drum. You see the drum spinning? That's this particular motor controls that. You want it to be snug, but you don't want it to be really tight. Because when that's spinning, you don't want get any flagging in your video because of the belt. That's your drum belt, and that should be nice and snug, but not too snug. Well, that belt that I just put on there fits perfectly. Does the job, big time. Okay, then there's two belts, one for the rewind and one for the fast forward over here, which goes onto this particular motor right here. As you can see it spinning. So I don't know if you can see that or not. That's for the rewind, I believe, or fast forward. Okay, fast forward. And over here, you'll see you got the one for the rewind. Those connect to one motor right here. Your fast forward rewind is one separate motor from the actual video head scanner. So you got two motors on this thing. This is a pain in the ass, literally. Okay, getting these belts installed, pulling all this shit out just to get to them. I can't even begin to tell you what a nightmare this was. This was hell, living hell. Then on top of it, I did discover that these motor caps, these are motor run caps. These are bad. I'm gonna change them out. There's three of them, two at 3 microfarads and one at 5 microfarads. I'm gonna order 3 new ones. These are not really working right. I did some testing on it. Usually, I don't encounter motor run caps going bad that often, but these are not really, they don't seem up to par. So we're going to get some new ones, some brand new motor run caps. I'm going to order them and install those. But the biggest challenge, the biggest feat today was getting the belts in place. That was a freaking nightmare. And on top of it, yesterday I put in that last can cap. As you can see, my little nifty design. Mounted it on a cap on this little plate and wired it up so it replaced the one that went right here. Snug in place, does the same job. It's new, it's replaced. So there's a lot of little tricks you can do on machines like this when you're trying to make something work. But the belts on this thing, I'm telling you guys, if you have one of these machines, the belts have to be changed, and there isn't any replacements. You actually have to do a lot of work to figure out what kind of replacements you can use on this machine. Luckily, I had belts from a television repair shop when I went and scavenged around and Got belts that fit this thing exactly. This is a lot of work, folks. You have no idea. I mean, it's slowly but surely coming. We're getting there, but I got to get it up to par so we can get it up to full power. But you definitely, when you're playing videos, you don't want the video to start flagging. And if the belt on the video head scanner is too loose on many VCRs and video equipment, you start getting flagging of the video at the very top. That's caused by the belt not slipping or not being fast enough or not being pliable enough to keep the drum spinning fast enough so the heads make good contact. So if your video head scanner has a bad belt, you get a lot of issues. Well, we put one in here that's sufficiently going to do the job, and the other two for the fast forward and rewind should do just fine. Again, guys, this is the Ampex VR-7500, biggest pain in the ass machine. I am not kidding you. This thing has been sitting a long time, but it's a ton of work. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.